Hi everyone, Teresa with Golden Owl Consulting. I'm back again for your fifth and final lesson with me for this year's Entrepreneurship Academy entitled Share It with the World. So your videos are done. They are ready to be distributed and ready to get out there for the world to see. Today we're going to talk very briefly about deciding which outlets you're going to use and how to get your video out to each of those audiences that you're choosing to get it out to. So to start, some of the outlets that you can use are the social media outlets and the internet, as well as some cable and television options as well. So for social media and the internet, you're going to consider Facebook and Instagram, LinkedIn, YouTube, which I would definitely suggest doing and having it there because your video can live there and you could share that link endlessly from YouTube, which is a great resource for video. You can also use Snapchat if you want to send out some behind the scenes stuff. For your campaign, I don't think Snapchat is the way to go, but for other campaigns, it's very useful. For Pinterest as well, you can upload and share the videos on there. Again, that's a great resource for some other campaigns, but for your campaign, I don't think it would be the best route. I think sticking with Facebook, Instagram, and YouTube for your social media outlets is going to be the most successful for you based upon what those social media outlets are for. Facebook and Instagram is very big with marketing and videos as well as YouTube, and you're really trying to push community videos and promotion, and Facebook, Instagram, and YouTube are probably going to be your best bets, as well as utilizing websites. And we'll get into that a little bit more on the next slide. Your options for cable and television include local cable channels, local news shows, and then local features, such as Home and Backyard. They often feature a lot of local businesses. So different features through those stations are also very handy for what you're looking to do with your video. Lastly, you can cross-promote with local personalities from those TV stations. For the Andrew Mazza Foundation, we work a lot with Ryan Leckie for our Diesel Jam show, and we do a segment with him every year. And that goes on to WNEP as well as spots on his social media and the WNEP social media. So that's another great resource for the cable and television area. Once you've decided on your resources, and I'm going to focus here on more so Facebook and Instagram, and let you guys choose other ones if you'd like. Feel free to ask me questions if you do choose another social media outlet. But I'm going to dive into some ideas for Facebook, mainly Facebook and Instagram. What you're going to want to do on your Facebook is look for local pages, local community support pages, local networking pages, local chambers of commerce, local news pages. Also, I should say that includes print as well as channels, because the print is also, they have the ability on social media to share more than just print. So that may not hurt to reach out to them either. Most of you have local community newspapers that are often willing to participate in these, and oftentimes even willing to do a story on the class, the course, and then promote the video for you as well. So take advantage of those local pages. Look around for pages that are about your community or your area, or look at networking groups that you know people in that would be willing to share. And your local chamber of commerce, every one of you has one. You also have business alliances that you can work with. I know, for example, for Forest City, most of the businesses that you're featuring in your video are members of the Greater Forest City Business Alliance, which I also work with on their social media and their website. And they are a fantastic source to get this video to help you promote, because they do have, it does feature members of theirs. So it would be a great resource for you to use. And a lot of the local chambers, they may be a member of also, and that'll help you because they're also helping to promote their members as well as your video project. The business is featured. This is huge. If you are featuring, for instance, Carbondale, you are working with the peanut bar. I just recently saw an article done on the peanut bar and it was fantastic. And I watched it get shared across social media like crazy after the peanut bar posted it and shared that it was there. I know that they will do this for you and they will help you out on their page. So definitely ask the businesses that you're working with, hey, here's the finished video. We have it posted and uploaded here to this page, but here's the link from YouTube. Please share it and get it out there. And that's a great resource for you, because all of those businesses do have those followings of their own, and that will help you, your video get out there with their following that they've already built. Pages of the instructors, such as myself, the SBDC, Dan, All of us are working with you, and we're so excited to be working with you on this project because it's something that we never got the opportunity to do as far as having someone come in and teach us a business course related project. So this is fantastic, and it's a great to be a part of, and it's so great that John and the team at the CTTC have put this together for you guys because it is an invaluable resource to do a project like this in high school. So ask us when you finish it. Let John know, let myself know, let your instructors, your teachers know. They can reach out to us and send an email again with that YouTube link saying, here's the final video. We'd love for you to share it on your social media. Lastly, you want to reach out to your family and friends. I cannot stress this portion enough, as well as going back to the networking components of things from a few lessons ago. Your family and friends are your biggest resource. Ask them to share, ask them to like, ask them to comment. Getting this out there to your family and friends. This is the #1 way that your business network and your family and friends can support you in your endeavors if you choose to open a business is the free way, and that is by sharing, commenting, interacting with your posts, with your products, and with your promotions. So don't be afraid to ask myself, as well as the other instructors, as well as your family and friends. There are some other great ways that you can promote this across social media. Some of them do include paid ads and paid sponsor boosts. So those are things we can explore into other ads and to other campaigns. But for right now, this is how you're going to get the most organic site for your video and the most organic following for that video. So all of these things are completely free to do. So take advantage of as many as you can. Sit down, do some research, search for different local groups, search for different local networking pages, reach out to the admins of those pages, explain the project that you're working on, explain the process, and send them the final video. A lot of entrepreneurs support each other. And even within the same industry, I have a mentor. I have 2 mentors actually that do exactly what I do in different areas, being areas of the country. So my market is not the same as their target market, and we work really well together. And that's really great within those networking pages and those local chamber groups. All of those businesses really do try to support each other. So reach out to them when the video is finished with some information and the video link, and ask them to share it, and ask them if you can share it on their pages as well. And that will really help you get some exposure for this video project. For the cable and television side, it's a little bit more difficult to get your videos featured on there. So please do not get discouraged if you're seeing that the local news stations aren't picking that up quickly. It's not rare. It does happen, and they pick and choose. They get tons of stories and tons of info a day. So don't feel discouraged if you're not seeing it there. We're really, really focusing this campaign on social media to get your video out there. For the cable channels, you can use local news stations or community channels. I know Adams Cable has a channel where it's all community bulletin board items, and they may be able to fit your video onto there as well. So reach out to them. How you can find who to contact is first ask your family and friends. Hey, I'm looking for a contact at Adams Cable. We really want to get this video on their community channel. Do you know anyone there? Do you know anyone that knows anyone there? And use your network and your resources to try to find out the information and the contact first. If you're having no luck in there, then you can research the channel and find a contact. So research them online, browse through their information, see if you can find an email or a phone number. A lot of times you'll see press release information there. That's probably who you'd want to get in contact with, since they're the ones receiving the press releases and choosing the stories that are going on air. So if you see anything that says send press release to, that's also a really good source on those websites to use that email or phone number to contact that source and talk to them about getting your video out there. It wouldn't hurt to write something up, like I had said about contacting the social media admins. Write something up describing the course and what it's about. And this is something I can help with too down the road if you need it. Just feel free to have your teachers reach out, and I can film a quick video on writing up a press release. But the main components of that are just going to be the who, what, when, where, and why. Your class, how you completed this project, who helped you, what resources you used, and give them the final project. Give them some information behind it. Sometimes they'll pick it up as a story, and you'll get some coverage for your school and your class, as well as getting the video out there to support your project and the businesses that you're featuring in your video. So once you have looked into all of these sources and started finding avenues to promote your video and post it and get it out there, this really truly will take off on its own if you utilize the most resources that you can. That is the goal of this. The goal is to do this on a free advertising budget through Instagram, Facebook, YouTube, cable channels. We're really looking for promotional. So once you get your video out there, you can keep an eye on it, definitely share it. I know all of you probably will be sharing it onto your personal pages as well, and that's great for your family and friends to share. So really making sure that it's still being seen and sharing it over and over again for the first little bit will help. Something to think about prior to putting your video link out there on social is to run a campaign to get things excited and to get people wanting to see your video. Great tools for this are sharing behind the scenes videos, behind the scenes photos. You can snap a picture of the worksheet that you guys did to put this together and say, this is where we started. We're on site today filming. Can't wait for you to see the finished product. You can do something quick with the owner of All in a Basket, for instance, and have Jennifer do something very simple and quick. And I'm so excited for all of you to see this video that I'm working on with the students at Forest City's Entrepreneurship Academy. Take a look back in a few days for the final product. So you can actually get the business owners to interact in that pre-promotion, as well as different, like I said, behind the scenes, pictures, videos, or information. So try to put out 2 or 3 posts. Typically, you would want to do this about a month beforehand. But since we're trying to wrap things up before the end of the school year, try to make 3 or 4 posts on the Facebook page that you're going to be putting this video out on originally. And get people excited, share those behind the scene things. That's very important going into a larger scale campaign, is to get people excited for when the campaign actually starts, so you're not starting to a dead audience. So again, just make a couple of fun posts like that, and don't be afraid to ask the business owners. I know the majority of the owners each of your classes are working with, they are all amazing, wonderful business owners and entrepreneurs that truly do, much like I feel, want to help the youth and the youth entrepreneurship community. So ask them for their help and ask them to work with you on some pre-promotion stuff, as well as, again, after the video is done, to get it out to their audience. That's it for me, guys. So it was a pleasure working with all of you and filming these videos for you to teach you how to start and run a video marketing campaign and all of the components that go into it. And I want to wish you the very, very, very best of luck in the future. As some of you are going off to college, as some of you are preparing for your senior year or junior year, keep all of these things that we did in mind, and keep things in mind from my original course where I talked to you about taking advantage of every opportunity that you have. You guys have just been through an amazing opportunity working with local entrepreneurs to film this video, both on site with the businesses you're featuring, as well as the resources and instructors that helped you out throughout the course. It is a great, great opportunity for you to be able to interact and get that knowledge, that inside knowledge. It's something that I wish I had prior to college, and that they did this in high school. So it's very great. And I hope that you guys take as much as you can from this. And I hope that each and every one of you did walk away with some valuable information, not only from myself, but from also all the other instructors that came in and worked with you on these videos. So if you have any questions or you need any more information, if you need help getting things started, getting things moving, anything at all, just let your teachers know. They will contact me and I will do my best to help you. If you find that once the video is done, or as you're filming it, you need some help, we can try to set up a live Q&A also if it's needed. But I am a resource here for you no matter what. If you have a question, just ask your teachers and they'll get in touch with me. And if you want to, down the road, sit down and talk about becoming an entrepreneur and starting your own business and everything that goes into it, please feel free to get my information from your teachers and reach out to me that way as well. I'd love to sit down with you and talk more about your future and your careers and your path, and if there's anything I can do to help you with that. So again, best of luck on your future endeavors, and I hope you all have a wonderful summer, and I hope to see some of you soon next year, and see your fellow classmates again for another Entrepreneurship Academy. It's been a pleasure, and I thank you very much.